If you're watching this video, the odds are you're probably a human. Here's a drawing of a person. Now, what do people like? A lot of things, but usually it has to do with wealth, family, happiness. Yeah, you know what I mean. Now, the thing is, the most basic structure for a class of people is like this. Most people are poor. Then a few people are in the middle, and then the very few people are rich. Now, there's a problem with this structure. You see, the small amount of people at the top are where every human should be. They have enough, stuff, they can retire. Now, the middle people, they're just average and stuff. The poor people, they're struggling. They're struggling hard to survive. A lot of people now cannot even buy a home. The prices are inflating like crazy. There are a few things like gold that are going up in value, but the main point is money is dropping in value over time. But what if we flipped that around, and it's not that complicated either? Right now, poor people are suffering in poverty, middle people are just living normally, and then rich people are the people who get to afford things. But what if in our new pyramid, we actually made it so these people at the top are the standard poor people? Now, this might sound a little communist or something. We're not making everyone equal. The pyramid still goes. There's still a middle, and there's still a rich. However, what is expected is the rich people are richer, poor people are richer, everybody's richer. Now, poor people, imagine Elon Musk is going to be like a quadrillionaire, but then your average Joe, he's gonna still have a lot of access to luxury, and he can retire. Now, you may be thinking, if everybody has what they want, why would they work? Well, that's a great question, and here's what I think. Say this poor person in this system wants to get a yacht. The problem with a yacht is now that nobody wants to work, nobody can afford it. But you know what we can do is, if he wants it so much and he's rich and he can afford stuff like that, he can give something in return, like another yacht, to a poor person who knows how to make AI, and he can move him up the ladder. And so he'll make tons of AI robots to help him build a huge company where he sells boats. And so then people still have to pay money to get boats and stuff. So it's going to be like that. It's going to be like buying food, but boats. If you think about it, this is a perfect system because it's the closest you can get to making everyone happy, at least that I know of. And nobody's ever suggested this. Just imagine yourself. You're wealthy enough, you can afford what you want. It's easier to pursue your life goals just by a gardening job. If you commit crimes, you'll still go to jail, but you can pursue your dreams with your family. You can make them rich, but that's the average person. You could get richer if you want, but yeah, it just makes the quality of life better. And now that everyone's this wealthy, if they have an idea for a company, they can just implement it because they have all that resource. And there's robots now, it's going into the future. So they can have the companies made by themselves. And this will make the world a lot happier, more futuristic place. And yeah. Like any new system, there's a chance this might not work out the way I hope. It's what happens with a lot of government systems, but it seems perfect. Now, this should only be tested small, like your household, or, I don't know, a city, a small town. If it works, it should spread. So, if you're like a mayor or something, you should probably try to implement this and see how it works. Or there needs to be some sort of test before it's put onto a massive nation. But yeah.